Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here, back with another reaction video. Today, we finna react to Real Life Prison Break. 10 inmates escape from jail in New Orleans. New Orleans. I ain't from there, y'all. I ain't trying to disrespect y'all, but I ain't from there. You hear me? You hear me, water? But nah, yeah, I've been hearing about this as of recently. I think they caught like one more, so now it's down to like 5. It was at 6. I think it's down to 5 now. These niggas are terrible. Like, y'all niggas not even trying to really escape. Nigga, nigga, if I escape jail, nigga, I'm heading for the border and I ain't looking back. Fuck out of here. Ain't like Trump gonna go looking for us out there anyway. So shit, I stay across that fucking border. Blend in, can't nobody find me. I'll definitely stay out there, but still, shit, these niggas not even trying. Niggas sleep on the bench, niggas going to their partners, niggas on Instagram Live. Y'all niggas not even trying. Y'all niggas stupid motherfuckers, man.
Look at this dumb motherfucker. Stupid.
But nah, man, anyways, though, this is by the homie Chisel the Downest. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Breaking news, Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office holding a press conference now updating us on the search for those 10 inmates who escaped from the Orleans Justice Center jail.
Wait a minute, inmates escaped. What's going on in New Orleans?
Late Friday morning, someone they knew called the family and told them that a group of inmates had broken out of Orleans Justice Center.
Oh nah, prison break in 2025 is insane. Let's get to know some of these inmates who has since escaped. First and foremost, you got Derek Groves, who's convicted of a double murder in 2018.
Police! Police! Help! Police! Help!
Wait, a mass shooting at Mardi Gras. Then you got Corey Boyd, accused of second-degree murder in 2023. Then you got Jermaine Donald, facing second-degree murder and aggravated battery. Gary Price, held for attempted first-degree murder. Kendall Miles, he was actually caught. They caught his ass.
Yes! Yes!
I need to confirm that Kendall Miles is in custody. He is being rebooked for simple escape as well. OPSO deputies found him hiding beneath the car at the Hotel Monteleone parking garage, and he was transported to OJC by the Louisiana State Police.
Open and shut case, Johnson.
He had a history of an escape and previously accused of shooting the man up to. Everybody was just letting the trigger go. God damn, these shooters.
I mean, this New Orleans, what you expect?
Antoine Massey has a history of escapes dating back to 2007. He's held for domestic abuse, theft, parole violation, kidnapping, and rape. Rape?
Police! Police! Help!
Lenton
Police!
Van Buren,
Help!
held for firearm
Police!
possession and parole
Help!
violation, accused of a 2021 murder.
Police!
Leo Tate
Help!
hooked with burglary, weapons, and possession. So Leo Tate just got the lightest record of everybody who's involved here.
Oh,
you got
my
straight
God.
up rapists and murderers. And attempted murderers who's in this lineup. And then you got Leo Tate. I was just robbing folks, with weapons. I was just trying to get by. The fuck going on over here?
I mean, it's New Orleans. What you expect?
You mean to tell me the worst of the worst are the individuals who got away? This is ridiculous. Robert Moody facing charges for obstruction of justice, drug trafficking, and battery. And then, of course, the Kenton Dennis held for armed robbery and weapons charges. Who is overseeing this prison?
Oh my
Where's
God!
the warden? You need to be fired.
Yeah!
Before we even get into the remainder of the inmates, let's first talk about Kendall Miles. Because when you talk about somebody who deserved to be behind bars, you gotta be a special kind of dumbass to escape from jail. And the first thing you do is link up with the homies and go on IG Live.
Yeah, man, nigga know I hit back.
Congratulations!
You stupid. You stupid. You stupid.
A few moments later.
retarded?
Shouldn't your dumb ass be
You
laying
stupid.
low? If you escape from the law, why would you go back to where the block is hot? You think the feds and the cops not looking at your homies first to try to identify your whereabouts? Man said, I'm back on the block. I'm outside. Now your dumb ass back inside the penitentiary, stupid, where you deserve to be.
Dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Authorities say on Friday, just after midnight, 10 inmates broke through defective locks on multiple cells and crawled out of the jail through a hole behind a toilet.
This shit gotta be an inside job. There's no way. If this was the early 2000s, I'll throw my hands up and say, hey, you gotta charge it to the game, because most of the attention, for the most part, is gonna be elsewhere. But in 2025, you mean to tell me they were able to take advantage of faulty locks and then go through a wall in the back of the bathroom? And you mean to tell me the people who was behind the doggone camera was unaware of recognizing what was happening? Because this is something that gotta be planned and plotted for weeks. It can't just extemporaneously happen in just one day. You would have had to continually pick away at said wall, identify where the faulty locks just so happen to be, concoct a plan, make sure that the individuals who are, in on the plan doesn't let it leak, is on code, and ultimately executes the plan to perfection when the day comes of escape. And you mean to tell me that nobody on staff was able to identify this shit? Clearly, there's
You don't find that suspicious?
enemy among you.
You don't
on
find that
staff,
suspicious?
And you better identify him.
New Orleans in Louisiana as a jail employee arrested in connection to the inmate escape in New Orleans, as the Attorney General Liz Murrill has announced the arrest there, as special agents assigned to the Louisiana Bureau of Investigation have arrested and interviewed 33-year-old Sterling Williams, who was employed as a maintenance worker at the sheriff's office behind the inmate's escape. Williams admitted to agents that one of the escapees advised him to turn off the water in the cell where the inmates escaped from. Instead of reporting the inmate, Williams turned the water off as directed, allowing the inmates to carry out their scheme to successfully escape.
Now, either A, you're a straight up dumbass for not being able to cover your tracks, or B, you're such an incredibly naive person. You didn't take into account that you may possibly be getting duped by these inmates who have since yet escaped. Because just imagine the astonishment on his face upon hearing from the inmate tell him, hey, why don't you turn down the water inside the cell here tonight? Turn down the water? Oh, that's an odd request. Why would you want me to turn it off? Well, don't I gotta report that? Nah, don't go and report that. I just need you to turn it off just for tonight. I don't think we really want the water going tonight. Huh, that's pretty odd. I mean, it's on every night, right? Turn it down just tonight? That's a little,
you don't find that suspicious?
a little weird, but I guess
you
I
don't
can turn
find
it off.
that
But
suspicious?
what y'all need the water off for? Oh, nothing at all. We just get tired. Sometimes, Johnny on the up there on the second floor, he's always going in the bathroom, just running the water for no reason. So we just figured, why don't we just turn down the water for tonight, just to kick it to Johnny? I don't like Johnny that much either. I'm just gonna turn that down. Don't even worry about me reporting. Very next morning, 10 inmates escaped. Huh? That's a little weird. Wait, ain't I talked to him yesterday?
You stupid.
Wait, hold on. So where'd they escape from? The bathroom? Behind the sink?
You're so dumb.
Oh, where the water was.
You are really dumb. For real.
Oh!
You what?
Wait! But I turned off the water yesterday. Is that why they... Oh, wait, sir, are you saying that you turned off the water yesterday? Is that how they went and they escaped? Well, he asked me to turn down the water because... You won't believe it. They said Johnny on the second floor, he's always running the water. Sir, let me need to see your hands. You're going to prison.
You're so dumb.
Jail at that. I don't know how long they'll mess around and give some. But you're getting charged. Why would you listen to the inmates?
Dummy. Yeah.
This case came early Friday evening around 7:30 when authorities arrested one of the escaped inmates, Robert Moody, because of a public tip through Crime Stoppers. So Moody was taken into custody in the 3500 block of 2nd Street, and then that source telling us a Louisiana State Police helicopter taking him to Angola alongside those other 2 inmates.
Another inmate who escaped from a New Orleans jail last week is back in custody. Louisiana State Police sharing this photo of 21-year-old Gary Price, who was arrested in New Orleans this evening.
You
That makes
stupid.
4 inmates who have been captured so far. 6 are still on the run.
And let me just say this. You've got to be a special kind of dumbass to stay within the vicinity of where you actually got picked up before you went behind bars. You should have been running all through the days and nights, because I think at this point we're 4 or 5 days from the jailbreak. You should have already been in Mississippi. You should have already maybe made it to Texas. You should have already maybe made it upwards to Arkansas.
I wouldn't go to Texas. I wouldn't go to Texas or Florida because they allowed to shoot you on sight with no remorse. Be like, that nigger was in my yard. Like, nah. Alabama either. Alabama, Mississippi. I wouldn't go. You tell them to go to all the racist states. I can see these were white guys. If they were white guys, then it'd be a whole different story. But these niggas, we got to keep that in mind. These niggas, bruh.
Guilty. That nigga is guilty.
We got to remember these niggas. You ain't gonna make it very far in the racist states. It's best to just get across that border as fast as you can. You might want to make it across that border as fast as you can, or you may. I don't know about going up north. If you're going up north, I mean, you gotta understand shit. There's cameras everywhere up north. So, up north is a little bit more technology. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. A little bit more advanced on the technology side of things. So, you go run into more cameras, which is gonna make it easier to find you first and foremost. So you got to deal with that. Then on top of that, going up north ain't the option, bro. It's best to try your best to get to Mexico as quickly as you can. Don't stop. Everybody should have had a plan from the get-go. I'm going to go over here to this house. I'm going to be like, hey, get this car right here. I'm going to hide in the back. You ain't heard from me. You ain't seen from me or nothing. All you got to do is drive me to Mexico. Get me in that hoe, and we straight.
So you should have been out of the state of Louisiana, but your dumb ass is still staying within the confines. They caught Gary Price in an abandoned house.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Yeah. You stupid.
You cannot live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
I'm not no prison break expert, because clearly you're not gonna have no access to the internet for all intents and purposes unless you go around familiar faces and you happen to get a sense of direction. Maybe somebody gives you a map, maybe somebody gives you a bit of money, maybe you mess around and get a burner phone. That'd be stupid, but whatever the case may be, why under any circumstance would you stop? Granted, nourishment and hydration is something that's gonna be on the marquee, because if you don't have any sort of access to no sort of food or drink, obviously fatigue is going to overtake the body. But why would you stay within the confines? The 6 probably in the Gulf of Mexico at this point. Motherfuckers is probably swimming. Maybe some
in the Gulf of America, sir.
All the way to Oklahoma.
That's what they call it now. Trump says the Gulf of America.
And every single one of these individuals just so happen to be incredibly dangerous. What's crazy is on Twitter, if you type in Louisiana prison or jail escapees, they got motherfuckers who damn near betting. This is how I know we don't take shit serious.
I saw that. I saw that on Twitter.
Who gonna be the
I saw that on Twitter the other day.
They over here making us see, yo, we got money line, -500 on if this dude, what are we doing? These motherfuckers is dangerous. Somebody start snitching. Find these motherfuckers expeditiously, bro, before the week is over. Because they're going to be at large, and I'm telling you right now, it's only a matter of time before they got to revert back to what got them locked up in the first place in order to keep their small variation of freedom. Catch these motherfuckers. They clearly not too bright. At least the first 4 wasn't. Catch the rest of these dudes immediately.
Where are they? Where are they?
Listen, if you in Louisiana, do me a favor. Keep your ass indoors and don't go outside unless you absolutely have to. These 6 fugitives are at large. In fact, 2 of them were spotted roaming the French Quarter, and they obviously happen to have a bit more sense to them than the other 4 inmates that got caught, because they keeping their heads down away from the cameras. But it was already confirmed that these are 2 of the inmates. One way or another, y'all better apprehend these people, because innocent lives are at risk. They are armed and dangerous, possibly. Definitely dangerous. We'll find out if they armed, but they need to be dealt with.
We can't expect God to do all the work. Police! Help! Help! Police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police!
The police of Haiti.
The police of Haiti.
Take his ass to jail. You go to jail, you son of a bitch. All right, hold him there. You go to jail.
Alrighty, but that's just gonna about do it for this one, man. I mean, yeah, they definitely got to get off the streets, man. These are murderers. I could see it. They was just drug dealing and got caught up in the streets, you know. But these are murderers. Nah, murderers. Nah. Go back to where you came from. But anyway, so that's just gonna about do it for this one, man. To the niggas that's trying to escape, hopefully you make it across the border. If not, well, that's on you.
Police! Police! Help!
I'm just saying.
Guilty! That nigga is guilty!
But anyway, so that's just gonna about do it for this one. I'll see y'all in the next video. Till then, peace out.